afternoon. I'm Kelsey Mayer, and today we are going to go on a live tour of campus. Hope you guys are all staying safe at your guys' houses, wherever you might be in the country. So get ready for the adventure today. We're going to wait just a couple of minutes and let some people hop on, and then we'll get our tour started here at the Schrader School of Business. One more minute here before I start my introductions of myself, and then we'll get along. Okay, so for those that didn't hear me at the beginning, my name is Kelsey Mayer. I am a senior here at the University of Evansville. I am a marketing management and accounting major, and I am from here in Evansville. So if you have any questions throughout the tour, feel free to drop them in the chat. We have people monitoring the comments throughout the entire tour, so feel free to ask them at any time. So we'll start in this building. This is the Schrader Family School of Business Administration. This is where I live here on campus. So this is home to all of our business classes here on campus. We have 7 different business majors. And then additionally in this building, we also have our Office of Law, Politics and Society. Some of our English offices are downstairs, and then upstairs we have our Office of Study Abroad, which leads us to Harlexton. So Harlexton is the nation's #1 study abroad program. It is located over in Grantham, England. It's about an hour and a half outside of London, and you get to live there for either a semester, a summer, or we have some 10-day and 12-day programs that we do here on campus as well. All financial aid does transfer, so that allows you, as long as you are living on campus, it is no additional cost to live over there. You just have to pay for your travel to get there, as well as your individual travel that you have while you're over there. So living at Harlexton allows you to travel to multiple different countries. Classes are 4 days a week, so it allows you the weekends to travel. So that is Harlexton. So we'll go this way and kind of get started on some of our classroom portion of the School of Business here. So the side of the building that we were just on is a lot of the offices that we have here in the School of Business, whether it be for business or other majors here on campus. And then as we're kind of transitioning now, we have a couple of study areas here as well. As now we're in the atrium of the School of Business. So as you can see, lots of study area available here. If we direct our attention towards the walls as well, we can tell that that used to be the outside of the building here on campus, and when we remodeled, we decided to use those resources and build onto those to keep the architectural concepts. So we're going to check out a room here real quick in the School of Business. Throughout the tour today, I'm going to show you some of the different room layouts that we have here on campus. So this is a typical classroom here in the School of Business. As you can kind of see, it's not much bigger than one of your high school classrooms. We normally have about 25 to 30 in one of these classrooms, and as you can see, the round tables are kind of for a lot of the group work that we have here on campus. And now we're going to go into our largest lecture hall that we have here on campus. Okay. So as you can see, largest lecture hall, it seats around 130 here on campus. It is never full. The only times it is really full are for SGA meetings, things like that. Additionally, we have anatomy classes and stuff like that in here, and those get to be about 50 to 60, somewhere like that. Mainly our major specific classes are around 25 to 30, and then our gen ed classes around 35 to 40. Kind of depending on what your major is and stuff, that can fluctuate, but largest lecture hall on campus. It doesn't get any bigger than this. So now we are going to head outside and continue on our tour. We are involved in Greek life here on campus. We do have both fraternities and sororities, and we will see an example of one of our fraternity houses here soon. We have those on campus. You are not required to participate in Greek life. That is just something that if you choose to do so, you can. It is a beautiful day here on campus. We are missing all of our students and faculty and staff here today, but we hope everybody is staying safe and staying healthy, and we'll all be back soon. So we do also have over 130 different clubs and organizations here on campus. So as you can kind of see, this is one of the most beautiful spots here on campus as well. Thankfully, the sun is shining here on campus today. It's been a couple of days since that's happened, but it's finally getting warmer. We can get outside, enjoy the weather. As you can see, the grass is really green around us. The trees are starting to bloom. We're really excited. The building we are coming up on is the Cook Center for Engineering and Sciences. And of course, this is where all of our engineering and science programs are held. So here in a minute, we're going to be able to go in the Cook Center and see for ourselves some of the things that are in there. Very similar to the School of Business, the walls used to be the exterior of the building. So we can show that here in just a second as we get out more into the open. So here's kind of an overview of the science wing of the building. The main three sciences that we have are chemistry, biology, and physics, as well as some mixtures of all of those. But those are the main things that are on these floors. As you can kind of see with some of the exhibits and stuff that's around us, we have chemistry club and lots of different research items that are happening. And if we can see down there, that is one of our marketplaces here on campus that is very similar to Ace's Place that we'll see here in a few minutes in Ridgeway. That is a self-serve marketplace that you can get snacks and stuff, and that is only here in Cook and Ridgeway, so kind of an extra perk for Cook students. And as we're going down this long hallway now, as you can kind of see behind me, this is kind of our transition. So there's more math labs, physics labs, that kind of stuff, kind of transitioning from the science to the engineering portion of the building. So some of the classroom formats here are a little different. A lot of these are more lecture style. They are still about the same size as a high school classroom, but as you can kind of tell, if you look through the window there, they are very set up for lecture, that kind of thing. A lot of these are also computer labs where they do math research and that kind of stuff as well. And like I said, my name is Kelsey Mayer. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. We do have people moderating the whole time, so interact with us today. We are now kind of in the engineering portion, as you can kind of tell. So we do lots of projects on these throughout the year. One of those are the little octopus that you might see right there, the purple ones. They have a lot of fun with these. During Christmas, they do Christmas tree, 3D printer, that kind of stuff. So we'll keep on moving here. More project labs, video. We have 5 types of engineering here at the University of Evansville, including computer science. So we have computer science, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, chemical engineering, and civil engineering. Our engineers compete in 2 major contests here on campus that are kind of recognizable. We have our firefighting robot competition, which we have some examples over here. And then we do also have a concrete canoe competition that we compete in. So as we head out, we're going to go see one of our main resources that we have here on campus for students. Do we have any questions so far? Okay. Like I said, drop them in the comments below. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. So as you can kind of see behind me, this is the Clifford Memorial Library. This used to be our library here on campus. The fourth floor of our new library is actually still connected with Clifford Library. So the second floor of Clifford is still books for our new library. But on the first floor, we have two of our most important resources here on campus for students. We have our Writing Center, which is a service included in our student tuition, and it allows you to go see juniors and seniors and get writing help. So whether it be writing the essay, grammar, needing help with an intro, anything like that, go to the Writing Center. They are there. And additionally, we have our Academic Success Lab, which includes peer tutoring. So we have a whole lab dedicated to free peer tutoring that's included in our student tuition. So that is also in there. So I wanted to ask what your major is marketing, management, and accounting. So I am a business student. Like I said earlier, it is so pretty here on campus today. We have prospective students being here on campus, and we look forward to having you guys back here just as soon as we can. We are now headed towards the library, so here in a couple of minutes we'll get to see the library.
What are some activities that you're involved in?
Some of the activities that I'm involved in here on campus, I'm an admission ambassador, so that is currently what I'm doing. You help give tours to prospective students. I'm also the president of Accounting Club, so I arrange all of the events and everything like that for Accounting Club. I'm also a Schrader School Business Ambassador, so if you come to any of the business items or anything like that, you will see me there, as well as a Student Alumni Ambassador. So I connect with alumni here on campus and help them connect back with campus. So those are some of the fun things I'm involved in. The next stop on our tour is Memorial Plaza. So Memorial Plaza is in honor of our basketball team from 1977 that passed away in a plane crash on their way to a basketball game. So that's to keep their memory alive here on campus. So each spoke of that weeping basketball, as we call it, it is a fountain. Each spoke of that represents one of the people that passed away in the plane crash on their way to that game. So kind of a sad part of campus, but always a beautiful picture-taking spot and a nice way to remember people and remember that team.
Can you give an update of the buildings we've covered?
Yeah, so basically what we have covered the Schrader School of Business, so that is home to our business school as well as our study abroad office. We have covered Cook, which is home to all of our engineering and science students. And then we have covered Clifford Memorial Library, which is home to the Writing Center and the Academic Success Lab.
And this will be posted later for everyone.
Yes. Awesome. So this will be posted later, so if you don't get a chance to watch all the way through right now, feel free to stop, come back later, watch, ask any questions. I can interact with you guys through your counselors, anything like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Next stop's the library. I do that at least once a tour, so especially if I'm walking backwards, that happens a lot. Huge shout out to Bo Smith, who's helping us film this today, as well as Sarah Stick, and our other counselors, Jordan Hall and Isaac Martin, that are helping with this today. Okay. So welcome to our library here on campus. Fairly new, renovated within the past 5 to 7 years. As you can tell, super quiet today, but That is to be expected. We have 4 floors to our library, so this first floor is a study area, as you can kind of see. Our second floor has CDs, DVDs, and group study rooms, and then our third and fourth floor are where our books are here on campus. So we'll just kind of take a little stroll around the library here. A kind of fun part about the library is they do have activities to de-stress as well while you're taking a break from studying. So they always have puzzles here on campus, stuff like that to do in the library. As you can see, lots of tables, chairs, computers. All of our tables do have outlets on them as well, and lights, which is nice. So lots of area and room to study, as you can see. And we're going to turn around here actually real quick, and we're going to look at our group study rooms. So our group study rooms are through those windows up there. Those are on the second and fourth floors here on campus, and those are really great resources. Allow us to have group meetings, quiet time, if you need to take an exam, anything like that. Booking those group study rooms is very helpful, and you can do that on the website, and those are included in our student tuition, so we can reserve those online.
Cool. Someone asked if we will see the theater area later.
We won't be able to go into the theater, but we will see the building where the theater is at and see the outside of Shanklin. Yes.
Do we have sorority houses on campus?
We do not have sorority houses on campus. We do have fraternity houses, though. A lot of our sorority sisters live in the townhouses off campus that we provide and things like that. As you can see, lots of computers, as we can kind of do a pan view of the computers here. So these are really awesome because you do not have to have a laptop here on campus, so that is why we have all of these computers and stuff like that. It's very helpful to come in and do quiet work, and we also offer printing here on campus. So we do have a printing budget. It's $40 a semester, as we like to call it. And we do that through a system called PaperCut, and so it connects our entire campus. We do have a printer in every building here on campus, so you can print from anywhere, and that all flows through your PaperCut account. Nobody ever really gets close, kind of depending on what your major is. As a business major, I don't get super close to our $40 budget a semester, but a lot of like the exercise science people, things like that, they do get a little closer to their budget. More comfy area as we walk here. We'll have Bo show that. And now we are headed outside to the next destination. So welcome to the East Terrace Lawn. Events happen here on campus. On really nice days during the semester, you'll see people out here having lunch, throwing a frisbee, kicking a soccer ball. Get out of the residence halls for a little bit and enjoy the day. We do have a pet policy here on campus where our pets are not allowed in the buildings, but we can bring pets on campus and bring them into the East Terrace Lawn and that kind of stuff. Also on really nice days, you'll see lots of dogs here on campus. You'll get to enjoy that as well. So we do have 3 buildings here around the East Terrace Lawn. This building back here with the volleyball net, if you guys can see that, that is Hale Hall. That is our all-male residence hall here. The middle one here, that is Hughes Hall. That used to be a residence hall here on campus. It is now the future site to our new Wellness and Recreation Center. So stay tuned for that. And then we have Graves Hall over here. This is home to all of our physical therapy undergrad education and nursing students here on campus.
Can we do nursing department / simulation labs?
We cannot. Come visit another time and we can show you that. And the nursing department, you can send them an email or things like that, and they can help with that. But we cannot see that today, unfortunately.
Can freshmen have cars on campus?
Freshmen can have cars on campus. So any grade can have cars on campus, which is really nice. All you have to do is get your parking pass. It is included in your student tuition. So that's also really nice. And we'll see a couple of cars out here on campus in a minute. Now we're headed into Ridgeway University Center to the other, which we'll see in a little bit. This is also home to our dining hall and cafe court. Will we be visiting a dorm room? Yes, so the question was, will we be visiting a dorm room? That is coming up. It is buffet style, which is awesome. It is open from 7 to 7 every day during the week. We have 6 different stations in there. So we have a create station, which is kind of like your baked potato bar, that kind of stuff. We have innovation kitchen, which is kind of your homemade cooking, chicken and dumplings, rotisserie pork and chicken, that kind of stuff. We have Lincoln Avenue Deli, which is kind of like our Subway here on campus. We have Hearthstone, which is our Italian. We have Grill 812, which is kind of like your burgers and fries. And then we have just desserts, which is only desserts. So that's awesome. We also have a full soup and salad bar, a full breakfast bar, gluten-free options, the whole 9 yards. So that is run by a meal plan. All freshmen and sophomores that live on campus are required to have a meal plan while they're here. This is Ace's Place. That is our grocery store here on campus, as I like to call it. So as you can kind of tell, Bo did a pan of the room earlier, but there is lots of study room in this building as well. One of my favorite study spots here on campus. Lots of activity all the time. Upstairs in this building, we have our Office of Career Services, our Office of Counseling Services, and our Office of Residence Life. So that's kind of what's above us here on Ridgeway on the 2nd floor. More lunch and study area. As we can see, we have some games back there that we can play at any time, things like that. And we do also have Rademacher's Cafe. That is our Starbucks here on campus. And then we do have Chick-fil-A, which is a favorite here on campus.
What are the levels of meal plans?
So there are multiple different levels of meal plans. They go from a limited number of swipes to an unlimited number of swipes. If you would like the details for all of those, please contact one of your counselors. I'm not completely sure the different tiers. There are multiple. So your counselor can help you with that quite easily. So email them. So Chick-fil-A and Rademacher's Cafe, those are awesome. We love them here on campus. A really nice thing about them is we can use what we call ACE Bucks, and those are something that every student gets at least 50 of a year, and you can use those at Chick-fil-A, Rademacher's Cafe, Ace's Place, or Cafe Court.
Isaac just posted the link in the comments to the meal plans.
Isaac just posted the link in the comments to the meal plan, so check those out. We also did just pass the bookstore, which is here on campus as well. That's where we buy our textbooks, stuff like that, as well as apparel, anything like that. So check the bookstore out the next time you're here. And then we do also have our history wall. We'll see if we can get kind of a pan of that. That shows kind of the history of campus from how we started at Morris Hill College to how we became the University of Evansville.
Do you want to introduce yourself again?
Yes, so for those that are just joining in, my name is Kelsey Mayer. I am a senior here at UE, and I am a marketing management and accounting major from here in Evansville. So like I said, feel free to drop in the comments any questions that you might have now, after, anything like that. This will be available to view after. So we are now going to head to our residence hall room. But before we get there, I have a couple of things behind me. We have buildings. This one here is Brentano, and this is Morton. Those are our 2 all-female residence halls here on campus. They are connected by that hallway that we see behind me there. And then we do also have our fitness center. So I can't go in the fitness center today, but we do have a full-length track, 2 basketball courts, 3 weight rooms, a cardio room, an aerobics room. fitness center. The fitness center is included in our student tuition, so we can use that at any time. There are also classes that the fitness center provides. You can go to those included in our student anytime too. So really awesome resource. That Carson Center, which you just saw, is also home to our on campus, as well as our men's and women's basketball practice facility. And then behind that, hopefully we can get a quick view of those real quick. We have our baseball and softball field as well as our soccer field. So a nice thing about campus is that music events, community events, any tuition. So you can go to those at any time. It's nice. I like to take advantage of a lot of the athletic events here on campus. And all of them are on campus except for our men's basketball team, which plays down at our Ford Center, and student transportation to all of those games. So.
What's your favorite event on campus?
So my favorite event on campus, Purple Palooza is a lot of fun. That is kind of the end to our philanthropy week here on campus. They have lots of blow-ups that they bring, games, kind of food trucks, anything like that. And it's just a big party, so we have a lot of fun. Christmas on campus is another one of my favorite events that we host for the community. We bring carriage rides, we have reindeer games, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. And then just going to the baseball, softball, athletic events, anything like that, I really enjoy going to all of those. So those are a couple of my favorite things. So we are now headed to Moore Hall. This is one of our co-ed residence halls here on campus. We do have 6 residence halls. So we have Schrader, Powell, Moore, Morton, Brentano, and Hale. So as we kind of heard earlier, Hale, Morton, and Brentano are gender specific. And then Schrader, Powell, and Moore are our co-ed. And any questions throughout this residence hall, there will be a lot of information covered in one little area. So feel free to comment at any time. So welcome to Moore Hall.
Can you reintroduce what we've already gone over and then
Yep.
what we'll go over?
Yep. So as kind of a reintroduction of what we have already done. So we started in the Schrader Family School Business Administration. That is home to all of our business classes here on campus, as well as the Study Abroad office. We have covered Cook Center, which is home to our engineering and science majors. We have covered Clifford Memorial Library, which is home to 2 of our main resources that we have here on campus as students, the Writing Center and our Academic Success Lab. We covered the library, which we got to see one of the 4 floors in our study area. And then we just covered Ridgeway and Morton and Brentano. And Ridgeway is kind of our main hub here on campus, kind of the relaxing cafe court, that area. So that's some of the stuff we've covered.
Is there a significant amount of dorms for everyone who wants to live on campus?
Yes, so there are plenty of residence hall rooms for anybody that would like to live on campus. We have 6, and a lot of them you get to have your first decision most of the time. So there is plenty of room. We would love to see you here. So covering the first thing in our residence halls rooms, this is the mailing system that we have here on campus. So the way that this works is everything that you and your roommate can fit in this box will go into this box, and everything else will get sent over to safety and security, packages, things like that, and they will send you an email. So when they send you an email, all you have to do is go over there with your ID and pick up your package. So mailing system there. And then we are going to go ahead and go see one of the rooms. We do have RAs on duty every night here in Moore Hall, as well as every other residence hall here on campus, as well as they're on duty 24/7 in the halls. And we do have triple security here on campus, so as you might have seen, I had to swipe to get into the building, swipe to get into the hall, and now I'm keyed into the room. So So welcome to a typical residence hall room here on campus. Full disclosure, the way that this is set up, you do not have to have it set up like this. This is just kind of how some students do it. You can pick it up in any way that you would like and do it like that. But everything wood that you see comes with the room. So the wardrobes that you saw, the dressers, the desks, the chairs, anything like that comes with the room. Microwave and refrigerator. You can either bring your own microwave and refrigerator, or you can rent those from the university. And if you rent those from the university, it's a small fee, and they will bring those up to your room on move-in day. We also have each room individually air-conditioned and heated. So you and your roommate get to decide what temperature your room is. Nobody else does, which is really nice. Roommate-wise, you can either come in with somebody you know, maybe it's a friend from high school, something like that, or you can come in random. And if you come in random, we'll just give you a personality type test or your night owl, early riser, just to make sure we pair you with the right person. We don't want a night owl with an early riser. That would not be good, and we want to make sure you have the best experience here on campus. So, typical residence hall room. The way that our restrooms work, they are communal restrooms. So 4 to 5 shower and restroom stalls for about 18 to 20. But the shower stalls do lock, which is really nice here on campus. Gives you plenty of privacy and that. So we will head out now and go see the laundry area and the communal kitchens that we have.
There's a couple grads watching. If you want them to comment their favorite thing about UE.
Yeah, so any graduates watching, if you want to comment your favorite thing about UE, we would love to give you a shout out on the tour. So feel free. We're going to head downstairs now here in Moore Hall. They have a game room, which is kind of nice, as well as a communal kitchen, some laundry. We'll see all that good stuff down here. So the really cool thing about Moore Hall and our residence halls is they do have an extra little space that is for communal gathering, quiet time, anything like that. So we have games, things like that, lots of meeting rooms, as you can kind of tell. And then we'll come back this way and see our communal kitchen. So we do have these in every residence hall on campus as well. So fridge, stove, microwave, anything you might need to cook if you don't want to go over to Ridgeway for the night. Okay. We do also have laundry here on campus. So a nice thing about our laundry here on campus is it is included in our student tuition, so you don't have to bring quarters. All you have to do is provide the laundry soap. We also do have an app that connects to your phone that tells you when your laundry is done, so you don't have to stay down here the whole time. That's a really nice thing as well. So, laundry.
What dorms do athletes stay in?
So the question we just got was, what dorms do athletes stay in? They stay in Schrader Hall, which I will try to point out as we go outside here.
Do we need to bring our own pots and pans?
Pots and pans you can borrow from RAs. They do have different kinds of pots, pans, ladles, that kind of stuff that you can borrow from them, so you don't necessarily have to bring that. We also do have computer labs in every residence hall, which allows you to do your work here as well. So now we're going to kind of go and check out another one of our academic buildings. And like I mentioned before, cars are allowed here on campus for every student that comes on campus. It works is basically based on where you live, that's kind of where you can park. So this lot here is blue lot. This is mainly for the students that are in Morton, Brentano, and more. Bikes are also allowed on campus, so you can bring bikes if you would like. Multiple bike racks all over campus. Campus is only a mile radius though, so it is pretty easy to walk and get to class in a decent amount of time. And let me get to a point where I can show you guys Schrader here quickly.
Ben Johnson says hello.
Hi, Professor Johnson. So the red roofed building over there, that is Schrader Hall, and that is where a lot of our athletes stay, just for the mere fact of it's pretty close to our fitness center, so they can get where they need to go pretty quickly.
What types of intramurals are there?
There are lots of girls. I am basketball, I am water polo, volleyball. We also have euchre tournaments. We have field hockey, soccer, lots of different things. For a full list, you can go to the fitness center website, and I bet Isaac can even drop a link down below.
What activities are there for non-athletes?
Non-athletes, there's lots of different clubs and stuff that you can join. There's also lots of different events that they have throughout. So I know a couple of weeks ago we had our Build-A-Bear event that we got to actually build a bear. So SAB hosts lots of events and stuff like that. There's trivia every Monday at 5 o'clock. They do tunes at noon, normally around once a month on Fridays. They bring magician, comedians, singers, anything like that. So lots of events like that. You can also go to any of the music events we have, theater events, etc.
Do students usually participate in activities?
A lot of students do participate in activities. It's one of the most fun times we have. We come together as a community. One of the best events that we have is our beginning of the year picnic that we have with the community, and our student activities fair. So kind of gives you an outline of what we have on campus. It actually happens on this lawn right over here normally. And you just get to hang out and have a good time.
Is there a cost for pots and pans?
I do not believe there is a cost for pots and pans. You can just borrow those from your resident assistant. So this is New Chapel. This is our chapel here on campus. We are Methodist affiliated. You by no means have to be Methodist to come here, but it is an option. It is a really beautiful building, as you can kind of tell. A lot of people get married here. I have a couple of friends that are getting married here in a couple of months. A lot of UE students that get married there. So just a really pretty building. If you would like to go attend services there, those are available. And then this is Cranert Hall. That is home to all of our arts and music programs here on campus. So I'll reintroduce myself as we're kind of walking. My name is Kelsey Mayer. I am a senior here at the University of Evansville. I'm a marketing management and accounting major, and I am from here in Evansville. So if you have any questions now or later while you're watching this, feel free to comment them down below and people can get back to you. So some of the things that we've covered so far, we have the Schrader Family School of Business. That is our business building, home to our business majors. And then we have covered Cook, which is home to our Engineering Writing Center and the Academic Success Lab. The library, which is home to all of our books, and a lot of study time is spent in there. Ridgeway University Center, which is home to our dining hall and cafe court. We just covered our residence halls, so we just covered Morton, Brentano, and more. Those are our residence halls. New Chapel, we just got to see. Philanthropies on campus. A lot of our sororities and fraternities do local, so some that I know we do are Riley Children's Hospital. We also do, like, Musical Madness this year was for the Trace program, so things like that. Pretty much a lot of the major philanthropies we do, as well as Chemo Buddies, which is more of a local one, on their way to a basketball game. So we did also pass that as well. Yeah. We are now entering High Hall. So for our theater person, that is the outside of Shanklin Theater. That is one of the main places where our theater programs are held here on campus. And then those are some of our productions that we have here on campus that Bo's about to show right now. So Hyde Hall is home to all of our communication, psychology, and theater majors, but a lot of people go through this. A lot of our gen ed classes are in this building. So more than likely you will come through this building at least once on your time here on campus. But this building was also just recently renovated. So this is the first full academic year that it is open. So as you can tell, one of our new renovations is our Toyota Lounge. So this is just another little study spot here on campus. Okay. So we do also have a black box theater here in Hyde Hall that is home to all of our student-led productions. So we normally have 3 and 3, 3 in Shanklin and 3 in May Studio. As we're kind of walking along this hallway, you can kind of see lots of new classrooms and stuff like that from the renovations. Again, this is home to a lot of the communication, psychology, and theater classes, but a lot of our gen ed classes come through here. So new whiteboards, new floors, new desks, everything like that here in Hyde Hall. So we are about to the end of our tour here today on campus. It is so pretty. We got a free service included in our student tuition, allows us to see a nurse practitioner during lunch. They can write you prescriptions to local pharmacies and get you on the mend. Okay. So our last building, and you've kind of seen it throughout the tour, is Olmsted Administration Hall. That is our first building that was here on campus and our oldest building here on campus when we moved here. And so that admin's office, our office of our registrar, our office of student financial services, office of our president, as well as a tour here on campus. If you have any questions after this, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I enjoyed showing you around campus today and hope you have a great afternoon. Bye, guys.
You'll be able to rewatch this.
Oh, yes, you can be able to rewatch this at any time. It will be on the Facebook page. So
Follow us on social media.
Follow us on social media, UE, University of Evansville, UE Admission, anything like that.
Reach out to your counselors.
And reach out to your counselors if you guys have any questions. Bye, guys.